Hello, everybody. Piss Monkey here with an announcement straight to you. Um, there was a recording error in this episode, and so the first several minutes of audio have been lost, which is unfortunate because those were all of our best jokes. But that's okay. The reason I am here now is to introduce our hosts, since that part of the episode got cut out. This episode is featuring me, Soy Monkey, Roach, and also Barry for about half of it. What else is there to say? I will be cutting the episode in just as our special guest is about to introduce himself, because that's where the audio starts to sound normal again. And also, you are going to get to hear our new theme song, which Soy Monkey wrote, in just a second. That's going to be very good. And yeah, that's it. Thank you. Sorry about the error. My deepest apologies. And goodbye.
Monkey time, it's a time with some monkeys. Monkey time, it's a time with some monkeys. Monkey time, it's a time with some monkeys. Why we call it monkey time? Sometimes an ape and occasionally a baboon sitting at the bar while Jones in the back room. Barry is a gross little fucking piece of shit. Debbie Solaris hasn't done the show yet. Peter Kane, Dog Train, Israel, Palestine. We don't let the guests on. That's because it's monkey time, monkey time. It's a time with some monkeys. Monkey time, it's a time with some monkeys. Monkey time, it's a time with some monkeys. Why we call it monkey time? That's why we call it monkey time. That's why we call it monkey time.
And me, I'm the guy who runs El Chip. I am El Chippo. Don't forget our good purple pal, Professor Venomous. He will never get laid.
That's very true. We have our wonderful guest today, a bit of a celebrity even, El Chip.
It's like The Price is Right starts playing.
No, that was the Rocky theme song I started doing.
I think that's
anyway, this is.
I remember now.
What's the name of the talk show from Joker? What's it called?
Live with Murray Franklin.
Is it just Murray's?
Murray Franklin.
Murray Frank.
I actually watched
Welcome to the
it a
show.
few days ago. Like we
Well,
finally got a Max at my house, and I finally got to watch Joker. It's a pretty good movie.
Did you like it?
I'm a fan.
I think it was actually pretty good. Like I was surprised, like how violent it was, because like I only really saw like the Murray thing before I got to watch it. But like seeing the whole movie, it's really like, I don't know how to explain the movie. It's like a train wreck. You know it's bad, but you know like it's terrible and bad things are happening, but you just keep your eyes away from it.
That's very true. Yeah.
That is true.
No, I was surprised. I wasn't. I knew that he shoots the guy at the end, but I wasn't expecting it to be like super violent until that point.
In my opinion, it wasn't that violent until that point. In my opinion.
No, there was the scene with the other clown. Where
The
he
other
bashes
clown?
his head in.
Oh yeah, but that was towards the end though.
Yeah, that's a great scene. Except I feel like it kind of subtracts from the climax. Like
Yeah, I felt like if it didn't have like that much violence, then the Murray scene would have been that more impactful. But I still think it's pretty.
It's still a great scene.
Definitely.
I like the funny clown.
Like
There's
Joker.
I might have mentioned this in a previous recording, but there is Did I mention this last time we recorded? I can't remember. I think I might have mentioned it after we were done recording. There's a Seinfeld episode, a season 4 Seinfeld episode called The Opera that is just the exact plot of Joker. It's literal like the exact same plot to a T.
Don't mention a Seinfeld characters going on stage at a comedy club.
Never know.
It's not. It's surprisingly you would expect it to have comedy club part in it, but it doesn't. It's actually there's this there's this guy who is obsessed with Elaine, and she seems interested in him at first, but then she just ends up ignoring him, and then he gets really mad, and he's also mad at Jerry, so he puts on clown makeup in a mirror scene that is identical to the mirror scene in Joker. He puts on clown makeup, and then he goes to an opera where he gives Jerry and Elaine what they deserve.
It's the final episode of Seinfeld. They both die.
Jerry gets what he deserves.
Yeah.
Kramer at the comedy club, what's he gonna do?
Imagine the follow-up was like Kramer comes in, he's like, Jerry, I really need your help. There's a dead body in the hallway.
Jerry, I really need your help. Jerry.
Like, society, man.
Yeah.
The best part of Joker is when he uses werewolf as a verb. He says, "I'm gonna werewolf and go crazy."
That is a good.
No,
I don't remember that.
No, it's in the Murray scene.
No,
he says, "We
He says
werewolf."
that towards the end. It's in the monologue.
That's when he goes on
It's
Murray.
great.
It's kind of similar to going ape.
Yeah.
It would be like if you said, "I'm gonna ape and go crazy."
Go wacky, go stupid, go monkey.
Go werewolf, go crazy.
Mm-mm. Ooh, ah.
Ooh, ah.
I'm totally roaching out right now.
So I guess we should move on from Joker and just get into general parody stuff.
Yeah, I suppose so. One time when I was with you in another server, talking to you, you gave us a recap on the L-Chip venomous lore, and it was very fascinating. I was wondering, because these people, they haven't heard it before, I was wondering if you could sort of go through that again.
Well, I guess I could.
Yeah,
It's way too long if we do both characters combined, so
Just
which
do
character
L-Chip.
do you want?
Let's do L-Chip.
L-Chip was born into the family of Mr. Chipper and an unknown mom. He was raised by his brother Paul, who's a dumbass who doesn't know how to chop wood.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I haven't
L-Chip does know how to chop it.
I haven't mentioned this in any post, but all you L-Chip fun fact favorite people, Paul only has one kidney. We don't know
really?
how.
That's a real L-Chip lore piece right there.
That's some deep lore.
Digging super deep into the.
It's like every
Chip
minute
lore.
you see him on screen, like there's just a bunch of like liquid bleeding through his pants.
Oh my goodness, no. It's tragic.
It's similar to you, Piss Monkey.
Well, no, that isn't blood. That's
I just want to go off on something, but
Yeah.
how come, like there was like, there's Piss Monkey, there's Balls Monkey, there was a third one. There's a third one.
This cock monkey.
No,
Cock monkey.
those are my two friends. We trained together at the three temples of our respective disciplines.
They're interconnected very specially.
Yeah. Okay, let's go on with
There's
the chip
also
lore.
cock-
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. That
Cock
part-
monkey.
Yeah.
Okay, so L-Chip just vibing, just vibing for a bit. An evil sorcerer named Strykor, who I keep forgetting to mention for months, and bring him back to be like, hey, he exists, and then just makes him fuck off. He's like, grr, I wanna kill someone. Grr. And then he has this assistant, Mr. X, who's a dead Kremlin ghost. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Spooky.
That's very strange.
And like, hey, we're gonna kill you. And L-Chip's like, oh no, I don't want that to happen. So like a bunch of stuff happens. L-Chip gets freaking yeeted by Robocon, not one of my proudest moments.
I remember that. That was a great
At least it
moment.
wasn't the shield.
I was literally,
That's true. The
when
shield.
that happened, I was in the McDonald's drive-thru. Like I was at a McDonald's
Hell
drive-thru,
yeah.
about to get some chicken nuggies, and I see my notifications have blown up.
Really, that's funny. Yeah, let's talk about it. I think that's what made you kind of.
Yeah,
I think that's
like,
ironically, I think that's what got you noticed by a lot of
Yeah,
other cast.
your downfall is what brought you up.
I don't know if I would call it a downfall, more just sort of a funny, an L-chip funny moment.
A little ha ha hee hee moment.
L-chip
Yeah.
moments.
Top Gen L-chip funny moment compilations.
I don't know, like, I think I may, like, eventually, like, kill off L-chip, but then revive him.
Hmm.
Kind of did it once with, like, Professor Venomous, but he faked his death.
Oh, really?
And then- And actually, yeah, L-chip did die at some point. Like, remember when that... Yeah, he did die and then got replaced by Oswald. But back to the lore.
Mhm.
L-chip, like, just keeps goofing around for a bit. He opens up a few diners all around the place to hang out with the best damn band in the world, the Banana Splits, which is pretty epic. Then he fakes his death
Yeah.
because he wants to spend more time with his family. We get everyone's favorite lad, Professor Venomous.
Right.
So known as the most pathetic piece of subhuman trash in the world. Like how I feel so sorry for
Why
like
are you bullying?
I feel so sorry for the creator of OKKO. Like he just views my tweets. He's like, what happened? Okay, so then like Professor Venomous like, what's funny is when I first started parodying Professor Venomous and Fink, a bunch of other OKKO parodies started hanging out with me. Died off, so now I feel like I'm the only OKKO mainstream parodier that's still around.
The
You
final
are the
remnant.
community.
I am the remnant of what used to be.
Avatar: The Last KO parody account.
Probably one of my favorite works I made, and Rich Quick happened. And basically the plot was that there's this evil chicken named Steelbeak who's from Darkwing Duck. He's like, I'm gonna buy out a bunch of stuff. And he starts with Boxmore, then moves on to the Mushroom Kingdom. That's when Hotel Mario got involved.
I remember seeing that, yeah.
Again, and Rich Quick probably had like a very big cast. Like we had the Soldier, we had Hulk Hogan, who just got into the DKCU. Good for him.
Yeah.
Shout out Hulk Hogan.
We got Dendy.
Well, the parody Hulk Hogan, not the real Hulk Hogan.
Also shout out the real Hulk Hogan.
The actual Hulk Hogan.
No, not that.
What did he do?
Hulk Hogan is not deserted. He's just like he went on some like racist tangent at one point.
God damn it.
Shout out the real Randy Savage.
Okay, so then Hotel Mario's like, hey, I know a guy. I know a guy who can help us. His name's Hulk Hogan. He lives in like Seattle or something. And so they book a flight, they go to Seattle, and then Hulk Hogan's like, brother, they're gonna buy out my stuff, brother. They're gonna turn WrestleMania into something, brother. Then, well, actually, they actually split off for a bit, you know, because Hotel Mario helps Hulk Hogan. Then Venomous goes to space, go see Bon Bon. Remember Bon Bon? It was, donut parody. He's that donut guy, Bon.
Yeah.
He was in my arc, and basically the king of all cosmos was like, Bon Bon, Steelbeak's gonna buy out this planet and turn it into a vegan restaurant.
No.
Yeah, the worst crime known to humanity. And so Bon Bon's like, Bon Bon, help! And so they go back to Earth, crash, and then and they go to Camp Crystal Lake, where they meet up with Jason Voorhees. He's like, grr, I'm gonna help you guys, because I'm Jason Voorhees.
Epic.
So they do a bunch of stuff, and then it's revealed that Steelbeak didn't want to do this. It was his father who wanted to do it. Jonathan D. Rockerduck. The D stands for D.
No.
Doesn't mean anything.
Bill.
And his assistant Jeeves, who is a dog. I wanted to do a joke in one of my more recent arcs, Rockerduck's Revenge. Mark Beeks was gonna have a dog assistant named Albert. Joke was that like millions of years ago, birds and dogs clashed. Birds won, so that's why all birds have a dog assistant. Slavery.
I see.
Back to like normal stuff. They fight Rockerduck at Las Vegas. It's pretty cool. And SpaghettiOs! It's revealed that there's an evil corporation named Fowl, which Core is a part of, alongside a whole oodle of bad guys. Most of them are dead.
Oh no. Oh good. Well, is it good or bad that they're dead?
Well, they're the villains, right?
It's kind of good because most of them were pretty evil. Like I had
I
Luminous.
see.
He died in one of Movie Sonic's arc that I was forced to be in because Movie Sonic was like, and I'm just gonna place you in this arc. You're now a part of it. I think after that arc was a Horror at Jolly's, which featured Penny Parker, Noah Higgins, and parody Nate Adams. I think he's like deactivated now, but pretty cool.
I don't think I remember him.
I basically made up the idea for that arc while I was at one of my sister's like sports games. Like it was freezing. Like I had my phone out and I was like scrolling through like the Jolly, which if you don't know, Jolly is like a FNAF fan game series based around the Jollibee's restaurant in the Philippines, and I'm like, hey, I can turn this into a story. Make it dumb.
Yeah, so that's when inspiration struck.
The funny thing is, it wasn't originally going to be for the Jollibee's characters. I was originally going to use, like, the General Mills mascots that they do for Halloween. Instead of Jollibee, it would have been Count Chocula. Popo, it would have been Frankenberry.
Yeah, Count Chocula, right.
I love me some Count Chocula.
Never eaten that cereal. Like, whenever I see it, I'm tempted to buy it. I'm tempted to eat it. But I know if I do eat it, I'm probably gonna shit black.
Yeah, we wouldn't want that.
What do you think is the most disappointing cereal? Like one that looks really good but just sucks.
The most disappointing cereal I've ever eaten is probably the Super Mario cereal.
Oh, see, I would say Cookie Crisp. Enlighten me.
Oh, Cookie Crisp is badass. It's cookies for breakfast.
But they don't taste
Cheerios are like
cookies.
Cheerios are a classic. Like
I-
everyone knows them, but they taste like fucking styrofoam unless
I
you
like
pour
dude,
on the
the
oven.
Super Mario
I like
cereal-
Plain Cheerios are not very good.
You know how
I
like,
like Cheerios.
you know how like those wheat part of cereals aren't usually flavored?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Reggie was like snorting whatever one day, and it's like, hey, you know what would be good if we flavored the cereal as mixed berries?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Pretty funny.
that's not good tasting. That's
It
yucky.
isn't. No.
I
Disgusting.
Bad flavor.
don't want to eat
Agree
yuck.
completely.
Ugh.
I'm a Honey Nut Cheerios guy. I'm not really a big fan of
Yeah,
super...
Honey Nut is okay.
Honey Nut Cheerios and plain Cheerios with actual honey just poured on top
Yeah,
of them.
Why
plain
would you
Cheerios
ever
with
do
honey.
that?
Yeah, but I feel like that's too. I'm not big on like the.
I learned something
Like, you
interesting.
take a
the other
bowl
day. I saw a
of
post.
Cheerios. Poured it.
Yeah, I saw a post about eating cereals with warm milk. Turns out it's not bad. It's pretty
That
good.
scares me. That scares
Sounds
me.
awful.
Yeah, that's
It's terrifying.
terrifying.
It's terrifying to think about, but it's not bad.
Imagine eating cereal
Put a
with
little,
water.
put a little sugar in it.
Imagine
It's
cereal
nice.
with milk. This post is made by Dry Cereal in a Ziploc bag, gang.
Yeah, baby. Have you guys ever had like cereal and then instead of you put some milk and then you put a scoop of ice cream?
I've never.
No.
What?
It's
I feel like that would clog my arteries and kill me.
ice
think,
cream
uh,
is,
I
is
think that was
frozen
in
milk.
Yeah, it was in the most recent Diary of a Wimpy Kid book. Like Greg felt he was too skinny, so he just slaps an entire thing of ice cream onto his cereal.
Greg Heffley gang, baby. Gang Heffley.
Rowley.
Yeah, it's like I've noticed like back in early 2019, Diary of a Wimpy Kid parodies were all the rise. Like you had Frank Heffley.
It went back earlier than that. I remember them like 2017, I think.
Yeah, it was definitely started by Frank Heffley. And the rest just started pouring in.
Yeah.
I know there's one Diary of a Wimpy Kid parody that I still keep seeing posting once in a while, and it's cat with yogurt can stuck on its head from the 9th Diary of a Wimpy Kid book.
Fantastic.
Does Rowley remind anyone else of Carl from Jimmy Neutron?
Yes.
Carl and who?
Carl from Jimmy Neutron, like Rowley from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. They seem like the same character.
Yeah.
I feel like they both eat
Jimmy.
croissants.
Jimmy, why did you reject that brain-eating parasite into my body? Jimmy!
Are you gonna finish that pickle?
Croissant.
Jimmy, flip the pickle over, Jimmy!
Are you gonna flip over that pickle?
It's like Sheen. It's like Sheen just pops in and he's like,
Yeah.
he turns himself into a pickle! He's got a pickle! What? He turned himself into a what?
It's Pickle Jimmy.
What did Jimmy Neutron sound like?
He turned himself into a pickle.
Oh, what's poppin', Jimmy?
What does Jimmy sound like? I can't remember.
Jimbo?
What?
Well, you was poppin', Jimbo.
What's poppin', Jimbo?
I remember my favorite line from him was, once
What's
when I was 6
pickling,
years old, I sat on a banana. And of course that changed my life.
No pickles in my classroom.
Carl! No,
Carl.
this is the 2nd week in a row you've shown Pickle Rick to the class.
Pickle Rick.
Funny. Like, I don't know, how come memes like Pickle Rick and Big Chungus are getting a resurgence?
Because they're funny. They're just so funny. I see them and it just makes me go a deep belly laugh.
The funniest shit I've ever seen, Jimmy.
I just can't help it. I just see
recently
that crazy little pickle, and I say that's so insane. How did he turn himself into a pickle? That wouldn't happen in real life. And then
Pickle
I just burst
Cucumber
out laughing.
Richard is just so funny.
Yeah.
Hey Jimmy, you want some Reddit Platinum? Hey Jimmy, you want Reddit Gold? Hey Jimmy, post me on r/bonkers.
Hey Jimmy, I've been on incels.net.
Carl's model is just a cute sphere.
I've been reading some black pill takes, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
I'm hanging out with the Becky Finloids, Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy, can your mom start an OnlyFans?
Like Zoinks, Jimmy,
no
the deep state's watching us.
Like Zoinks, Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy, you're so smart. How come the Israel-Palestine conflict hasn't been
it's a
resolved?
running joke.
That's what we do.
That's
That's
our
what we
joke.
do.
L-Chip, what do you think about the Croods?
What?
The
The
Croods?
Croods.
The Croods? Oh my god, every night I dream of Croods.
Can you talk to us about the Croods, please? I want to hear what you think.
Especially Grug.
Okay, I think you know what? I actually watched the Croods a few, so I'm gonna try and piece together a review of the Croods from whatever I can scrape from the bottom of my brain.
Yeah, that's our movie review today. Let's review the Croods.
We're gonna review the Croods. Ooga booga booga. So there's this family named the Croods, and they're the last cavemen because caveman is too stupid, and they keep dying. And then there's our Lord and Savior Grug, and he's the dad. Oh wait, I should say it better. What's his name? Nicolas Cage is Grug.
Oh, he is, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Nicolas Cage.
Oh, I never thought about that.
And there's his daughter Eve. And there's the mom. There's the baby. There's the dumb fuck brother, and then there's the grandma.
Right, I see.
And Eve's like, "Come on, Dad, I want to explore the world." And he's like, "No, we stay inside. We hunt eggs for drinking the yolk, which is disgusting."
Me Grug, me hunt egg.
No,
Me Nicolas Cage, no bee.
Imagine like cracking open an egg and then just drinking the yolk straight from it.
I've done that multiple times.
That's what Zoom. Remember that movie Zoom, the superhero movie?
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, with Tim Allen.
Yeah, that's what Tim Allen
The
does in
zoo.
Zoom.
I remember that movie, Zoo.
But
And
do
what's
you
the-
guys think the Croods could have a shared universe with the Good Dinosaur?
Ew, the
No,
Good Dinosaur is awful.
No,
I
but I
hate that
do
movie.
think I do think they have a shared universe with
No,
Zoom.
they actually do.
With
They
Zoom?
actually
With
do.
Tim
Like,
Allen
I think
Zoom?
in the Boss Baby,
With the
they
boss,
showed-
baby.
I think like they showed. Oh no, but it was in another DreamWorks movie, and they showed that the Croods do exist. They are canonically the first DreamWorks movie in the DreamWorks timeline. Well, if you don't count the Prince of Egypt, but
I love The Prince of Egypt. That's a beautiful movie. It's beautiful.
Jimmy, my mom just got me Space Chimps on VHS. You want to watch Space Chimps?
You want to watch Mars Needs Mom, Jimmy?
Hey, Mandy, did you watch The Prince of Egypt, yo?
Yeah.
This is the same joke we did last episode.
I know.
No, I don't think it's going in the episode though. I think that was after we finished.
Oh,
recording.
okay. Then
Yeah,
this is totally original. Oh yeah, we did 40 minutes of impressions.
Did we record that?
No.
Yeah,
we recorded
I
it.
think we did, but I don't think it's going in. It was like after we quit the episode.
No.
You remember
That'll be
the bad
behind the
guy?
scenes.
You remember the bad guy from Zoom, Concussion?
I do.
Interesting little known fact about Concussion. That's actually Grug from
Oh wow.
from the Croods. If you look really closely in some very specific scenes, he turns a certain way where you can see, yep, that's Grug. I think
that's
it's
so
most.
stupid.
I think it's most obvious. I think it's most obvious in the scene where he rips off his costume, revealing his caveman suit, and he says,
Booga, booga.
I have to go hunt food for my family. I am Grug Nicolas Cage. I think that was the most obvious part. But
course.
it's extremely subtle, but it's a very very fun little callback to the movie that came after it, The Croods.
Very if you blink and you'll miss it. Very blink and you'll miss it.
Yeah, very blink and you miss it. Like the scene where he grabs a dinosaur by its tail and whips it around on the ground, and he says, "Food for family." Oog.
I didn't remember how stupid Concussion looked. Look at how dumb he is.
Put Concussion in there. Oh god.
Concussion. Yeah, I'll put a picture of Concussion up.
Probably like a me thing, but my mom used to have this portable DVD player, and when I was 6, like on long car rides, I'd pop in the Alvin and the Chipmunks movie
Mhm.
DVD
Oh,
player.
with David Cross?
It's a live
action? The live action?
Doesn't
Of the
Paul
live-
Giamatti play the bad guy in that?
I believe so, yeah.
He does, yes.
What's his name? Oh, David
It's so
Cross.
funny to me.
Plays an
That's-
evil studio exec.
It's so funny. Evil Uncle Paul Giamatti. That's just hilarious.
Remember in the third film, he just up and ups turns into a furry at one point, like he puts on a pelican suit.
Oh, you watched Road Chip? I did, or is that another
No,
one?
that was-
Chip
no,
is that
that's not
Chipwreck?
Road Trip. He's not
I
on Road
only,
Can you run me
I
down
only
the Alvin lore?
saw, I only saw the first one and Chipwreck. Those are the only two I saw.
I saw the
There's,
first one and the one they went to high school. I forgot which one I saw.
I saw
Yeah,
the
that's
first
the
and second one.
Second one?
Sequel.
Can you give me
The
a rundown of the
squeakle?
lore and remind me? Yeah, I've seen the squeakle.
Okay, so basically, Alvin, Simon, Theodore are a bunch of skinny-ass losers who live in a tree. And it gets chopped down and they're sent into a music place where Dave Seville works. And Dave Seville's the most depressing piece of shit ever. He's talking to David Cross and he's like, hey, I don't know, hey, Seville, I read your song, it's good. And he's like, oh, really? And he's like, no, it was shit, I hate it. And then, and then Seville's like, oh, I hate you, I'm gonna steal these muffins. And then he fucking leaves with the muffins and the chipmunk. Theodore's a fat fuck. Can't resist muffins. They end up in his home, and they fucking trash his kitchen. Like they just like they have no common decency. And there's this scene that I always remember. Like Dave's like really angry, and he throws all his expensive sound work.
Yeah, like in the rain.
Oh, yeah,
in the rain.
Yeah, he just yeets it. He doesn't resell it. He doesn't go to a pawn shop. He just yeets it.
Yeah,
My
and
favorite
later
part
on,
is
he
where-
takes it from his house and takes it from his front yard and somehow
From the driveway,
rebuilds it.
brings it back inside, even though it's soaked. I like the part where they're sitting in the
It's like he
salad
plugs
mixer.
it in and it immediately sets on fire. Anyway, he finds that the chipmunks are living with him. Like, you vermin, I don't like you, get out of my house. And then they're like,
Cheese
oh,
puffs.
boo-hoo. Please let us live. We'll let you eat Theodore.
Why did I think David Cross was Paul Giamatti?
I thought Paul
I
Giamatti
guess
was in
'cause
that movie.
No,
Paul
I
Giamatti.
think that's David Cross's character, I think.
Oh, I didn't realize you were talking about it. No, okay, Paul Giamatti, I swear he's in one of them.
He's not. I looked up the cast. He's not in it.
At one
What?
point,
It's David Cross. David Cross is the character I was thinking of.
You guys
Okay,
want
so
to hear my
Jason
impression
Lee
of
and
Alvin?
David Cross.
Ready for my impression of
we have
Alvin?
like 1 point Simon eats his own shit.
David Cross is great. I love David Cross. Jason Lee is great too, but I especially love David Cross.
sorry. I
Simon!
feel
Theodore! It's me, Alvin the Chipmunk!
Oh,
Dave!
using your voice changer?
No!
It's not very funny.
Is this
That was
a
just my
large
normal
cat
voice.
female?
So, Soy, but you be
Yes.
Alvin, and I'll be Dave.
Oh, we're doing a role
Alvin!
play?
Why did you set fire to the house, Alvin?
Dave!
The voice changer isn't particularly funny in this context. I have to say.
Good.
I don't know what it is because I don't think we recorded you using it last time, but last time you used it, it was pretty funny. But
That's
something
'cause it
about
was-
this, something about this, I think it's just that you're not making a funny joke. I think that's the issue here.
I am Alvin the Chipmunk.
Well, see, now it's too late. If you had done that to begin with, it would have been pretty funny.
Alvin, the son of Satan.
Why don't you make a funny joke, Piss Monkey? Or we could talk about the Croods more. I'd be down with that.
Can we talk about David Cross? I love that dude. Have you guys
Which-
seen
David
Arrested
Cross?
Development? Love Arrested
Welcome to the
Development.
David Cross podcast, where we only talk about David Cross.
He was
Welcome
in
to the
Megamind,
David
wasn't
Cross
he?
cast?
What
Yeah,
did
he was in
do
Megamind. Yeah,
Who
Wait,
was he?
what was he doing in Megamind?
Was he the bad
Megamind?
guy?
No,
No.
Yeah,
no, that was
he-
Jonah Hill.
That was
That's
No,
Jonah
he
Hill.
was Minion.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah,
Ah.
going off the rails on the crazy
Oh,
train, sir.
sir. I love Megamind, dude.
Megamind. I
Oh,
remember,
that's
like,
good.
me and my dad used to watch Megamind all the time. Like, it was.
Great movie.
We would always rewind at the end where he farts because fart funny.
What's that? What's
I
that
cried
soy
when it was on
monkey?
Netflix.
What's that soy monkey? You want to hear me make a funny joke?
No.
Want to hear me make a funny joke? That's what you asked me a few minutes
Sure,
ago.
make
I want to hear a funny joke.
Okay.
Joke.
You want to hear a funny joke?
I blew
Okay.
myself.
Becky Trailer stars Kevin James as Nazi who gets Cody Building.
That is a funny joke.
I'm besides myself.
Listen to how I'm
It's
laughing.
just side splitting, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
I'm
man.
very
My organs
bad.
are falling. All of my goo.
See, the issue
better.
with this podcast is just that none of us are funny. That's the problem, I think.
That's the problem. That's why
Soy is
they all
occasionally
ship us.
funny.
No,
More often
none
than
of
not.
us are very funny.
Not funny.
We're all just a
Then-
bunch of sad losers that.
Can we talk about Monsters
very
vs.
true.
Aliens?
Monsters vs.
No,
Aliens. Oh, yeah,
Monsters
baby.
vs. Aliens. Oh my god, I used to love that.
Monsters vs. Aliens is a really great movie because it's really good for representation, especially when it comes to me. Dr. Cockroach, baby. I love it.
El Chip, what do you like about
It
Monsters
also
vs. Aliens?
introduced me to giant fetish. Me now like big feet.
What's her name?
Actually,
Susan.
Yeah, Susan.
my profile picture right now is actually a distorted version of Bob.
I didn't
from
notice that.
Monsters vs.
You didn't notice that? As soon
No.
as I saw it, I
Yeah,
knew.
I noticed that. Yeah.
Realize it looks like those floating demons from Doom. I want to make like a 1993 Doom mod. All those floating demons are just my profile picture.
Caco
Shit,
Demon.
when. So this is the story all about how my
Wife.
wife, woman,
got flipped.
Upside down.
I'd like to take a minute, just shit right there.
So yeah, I became a princess of a town called Jungle.
in West
Jungle Delphia.
Philadelphia.
Jungle and raised.
Born and raised on the milk
Jungle.
lake was where I
On the Jungle Bars.
Jungle.
on the jungle hoops.
On the
Jungle
Jungle Hoops.
Yeah, it's like the basketball court.
You guys want to play a game of Jungle Ball?
Stuff Piss Monkey finds on the internet. Wrote your failure.
Okay,
I'm
well,
sorry,
we have to
my
do that
dog
again
walked
because Roach didn't join in. Okay, one more time.
Stuff Piss Monkey finds on the internet.
Oh, you were late, Soy. You sneaky,
some of you may-
sneaky boy.
Some of you more astute listeners may remember when we listened to a video by Peter Kane, dog trainer. I just want to read a funny tweet by him. Two funny tweets. It's just
The ones I sent you?
there's a story to them, but I don't want to spoil it, so I'll just say, there's a little story. First he says, I think a 25cc weed eater motor is enough to get me off the ground. But and then he weighs his options. He says, electric motors seem more practical for flight. but I like the weed eater's 25cc motor. I just think it's funny. I like imagining Peter Kane, dog trainer, flying around on a lawnmower
Are we gonna get that soon? I hope he makes
or a
video.
weed eater.
I really do. The weed eater.
Okay, here's something. I have something of my own to share. So, it's this website called Letterboxd where you can basically like.
I know
Yeah.
of Letterboxd.
We are.
And so there's this user on there called Groundhog Day Man. And
Does he
all
review the movie Groundhog
reviews,
Day?
the only reviews the movie Groundhog Day.
No
He
fucking
only-
way.
Only reviews Groundhog Day.
See, that's the joke.
Pretty freaking funny.
That's a joke, because
on,
Groundhog
wait.
Day is a
I'm
movie
trying to,
starring.
like- What's funny is like the only review that I saw from the picture that this Twitter user, like insane letterbox reviews, only says Groundhog Day star dumb movie.
Mhm.
Like I also want to wonder, like, what does this guy feel he's accomplishing when he does this? Like, does he feel like
Well, he's probably stuck in a big old.
Yeah, he's
darn old
probably
loop.
living the same day every single day.
Big old Bill Murray.
Hey, Jimmy, you want to watch Groundhog Day?
We've been going for about like 40 minutes, I think.
This is podcast.
About 35 minutes.
Actually, like nearly an hour.
I think I feel the awakening juice wearing off.
Oh,
Um,
Oh God.
We better end this podcast, or I'm gonna go monkey.
Well, that was an episode of Monkey Time, everybody. Thank you for watching. Indeed.